Hi, this is Prem. Welcome to the post market report dated 22nd March 2024. First, let us look into the US market. Last Wednesday, US market all three indices traded at all-time high and the trend continued yesterday also. Yesterday, Dow up by 292 points, S&P up by 14 points and Nasdaq up by 40 points. Nasdaq it traded flat with a positive bias. That is mainly because Apple stock traded lower yesterday. So Apple stocks were down by around 7%. That is mainly because there was a lawsuit against Apple because they are monopolizing and crushing the competition. So wherever there is a competition, the competition were given least preference in their software product, because of which there was a lawsuit raised against Apple. Apple commented saying they will face the lawsuit legally. Accenture came out with a lower guidance. Previously they said in the revenue guidance will be 3 to 5%. Now the revenue guidance they have lowered it to 1 to 3%. Because of this weak revenue guidance, the Accenture stocks were down by around 9%, and the Indian ADRs trading at US, those IT gains, Infosys and Wipro, both were also down yesterday. Another stock, Astera Labs. Astera Labs came out with an IPO and it traded its first day yesterday. The IPO price was $36 and it went up to $79 and finally settled at $64. Amazon already have a worth of around 1.5 million shares of Astera Labs, and they have also warrant can buy another 0.8 million. All put together 2.4 millions Amazon can buy. Because of this IPO and the strong debut of Astera Labs, Amazon stocks also traded higher in the US market yesterday. Asian market traded mixed today. Japan, Taiwan and Indian markets traded positive today. China and Hong Kong traded negative today. So coming back to the Indian market, in the pre-market session, both Nifty and Bank Nifty were traded negative, but once the market opened, there was a gap down opening, but slowly the market picked up and both Nifty and Bank Nifty were trading in the positive zone. If you look at Nifty ended 84 points higher and Bank Nifty ended 178 points higher. And if you look at today, the mid cap stock and the small cap stock both performed positive and both were up by around 0.5%. Last week, mid caps and small caps were probably showing a lot of weakness because of RBI and SEBI rule. But look at yesterday and today, both mid cap and small cap traded positive. That is something good. So Nifty Auto up by around 1.6%. Hero Motorcorp and Maruti, Eicher, Tata Motors all were up. Mainly Hero Motorcorp and Maruti were up by around 3%. Maruti yesterday it touched the 12,000 mark and then there was a selling and then slightly came down below the 12,000 mark. But today it decisively traded above the 12,000 mark. Now it's trading above the 12,300 mark Maruti. So Nifty Auto seems to be very strong nowadays, and Nifty Reality also. If you look at Swan Energy, Shobha, Prestige and Brigade, all traded more than 2% higher today. And Nifty Pharma, if you look at Laurus Lab, Sun Pharma, Gland Pharma and Cipla, all were trading around 2% higher. So overall, if you look at large cap stocks were it's a muted performance today, but if you look at the mid cap and small cap stocks, they are all were trading higher. Most of the stocks were trading about 2% higher. Some of them were 5% and 10% higher. As expected, IT stocks they were traded in the negative zone today. So that is in line with the expectation, because yesterday Accenture came out with weak revenue guidance. They reduced it from 3 to 5% to 1 to 3%, and Indian ADRs, IT ADRs were also trading negative yesterday. So that it's a reflection of that today here in the Indian stock market. Most of the IT stocks were trading negative today. So L&T, Mindtree, HCL, Infosys, Coforge, Persistence, all were trading 2% more than 2% lower today. Other stocks that traded in the positive zone today are REC, Tata Chemicals, Hindustan Aeronautics, Apollo Hospital, Reliance Infra, Reliance Power, Mankind Pharma, Bharti Airtel. All these stocks traded higher today. So everyone was expecting Nifty Bank to trade above 47,000 mark today, but it went close to 40,000 mark again. There was a selling, and it ended up below the 47,000 mark. So once it crosses the 40,000 mark, probably it can punch that 47,500 mark and gradually move up and probably reach that 48,500 mark. So that is where probably we can expect Nifty also to cross that all-time high of 22,500 mark. So everything looks positive, but again it's a long weekend for us. The global market is positive today. European market also traded very positive today. So globally it's a positive wave. Only we have some local negative buys are there because of election and RBI and SEBI rules, but I think these are all we can overcome, and because the global wave is positive, we hope the Indian stocks will also move ahead in the coming weeks and cross the 22,500 mark is what I feel. So let's wait and see. So it's a long weekend for the stock traders. I wish a happy weekend. Thank you for watching my video.